Good morning, ladies. Welcome back to the Well-Nourished Homemaker. I hope you all are doing well today. Today's video, I just wanted to do and reset a new rhythm and routine. So this is my 5 a.m. healthy morning routine as a stay-at-home mom. We're going to talk a little bit about the nervous system dysregulation, some new health habits I've been implementing, a high-protein egg white pancake breakfast idea, and a new simplified vitamin routine, as well as a weight and HIIT workout, what I keep in my car as a mom, and just a little bit of homemaking, cleaning, and an outfit try-on haul later on in the video. So I hope you enjoy today's video and you find some homemaking motivation and you get inspired as homemakers. And if you do, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. Here you see I am making my official adrenal cocktail. It is the most simplest adrenal cocktail you will find, and before I would make the one with the orange juice and the tartar, and it was just too many steps. So I found this Dr. Berg, it's electrolyte and mineral powder, and I got the flavor of strawberry. I did try the raspberry, but I like the strawberry better. And it has all your essential vitamins and minerals specifically for making the adrenal cocktail. And then the only thing that it's missing is vitamin C. So I just add 3 or 4 tablespoons of not from concentrate lemon juice, and you have the perfect adrenal cocktail. It's going to keep you hydrated, it's going to give you your minerals. The problem I had with the traditional adrenal cocktail is that the orange juice would spike my blood sugar right off in the morning, and that just did not make me feel good. And also I stopped taking the element packs because of the high sodium content, and I was tracking my food, so I was already getting the recommended daily dose of sodium, and adding 1,000 more grams of sodium onto that was just too much. It was making me hold water retention, and also it just started, I feel like it was messing with my blood pressure. So I opted out for the mineral powder from Dr. Eric Berg, and it has only 40 milligrams. So if I want a little bit of extra Celtic sea salt or something, if I exercise that day, then I'll add it into the water. Here I was just having, it's like beet, turmeric and ginger juice, whatever I can find to help aid in adding in my collagen in the morning. I opted out for putting it in my creamer just because even though it's unflavored, if you ladies know, you know, it's just, you taste it, it's just not the same. So what I'll do is I'll just find a juice. Actually, what I've been doing is I'll just get a cup of milk in the morning, and that has 13 grams of protein. I get the Fairlife, and it's fat-free, and then I'll just put a scoop of collagen in there, and then I'll top it with some vanilla extract, and it's so good. It's like 180 calories altogether, and you get in your collagen and the protein with the milk, so that's like 30 grams of protein right there. And then here I am just making my cup of coffee, and we're gonna go sit down and do a little bit of Bible study. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, ladies, I don't think I've ever explained fully why foam rolling is really important for your lymphatic system specifically, so I just wanted to break that down a little bit for you and why I do it every morning. But it helps stimulate circulation. So foam rolling increases your blood flow, and it gently compresses on the tissues, which can also stimulate the lymphatic vessels and help move the lymphatic fluid. Since the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the heart, it relies on muscle contractions and movement to circulate the lymph nodes. So foam rolling mimics some of these effects. And by breaking up these fascial adhesions and promoting this fluid movement, foam rolling may help reduce like the puffiness or swelling caused by the lymphatic drainage system. If you are someone who's been to the chiropractor or OMM, like osteopathic manipulation, or even if you get a massage, or specifically a lymphatic massage, they'll tell you to make sure you drink a lot of water, because it just broke up basically infections that have been trapped in your lymphatic system. And you can what's it called, like dry brush, so that really helps as well, because otherwise they get trapped and clogged, and again, that's not good for your nervous system. It's not good for your immunity. And I actually had to slow down on the foam rolling, because with the massage or the chiropractor, you'll notice that you get like a really dry throat, and that is because it causes your body to be very dehydrated and thirsty. So it's very fascinating to me. So I just wanted to share with you ladies, and hopefully you can put it on your daily new healthy habit list. Good morning ladies, welcome back to the channel. I was just looking at my morning routine checklist. I had mentioned in my last video I wanted to write out like my ideal morning routine, evening routine, but also afternoon. I have this on my notes on my laptop, and then once it's done I'll just go through and like check it off. So that's been really nice to just keep me accountable and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'm getting ready to my Bible study now, but I just wanted to say good morning and thank you for being patient. The kids ended up getting sick, but also I just felt like it was time for me just to have a little break and recharge. And I felt a little bit that I was getting a little bit of dysregulation in my nervous system, so I take that very seriously. I try to pick up on the little cues that my body and mind send me. I have a few things that happen when I start to become dysregulated, and I wrote them down just so I can share with you ladies, just so you can kind of get an idea of maybe you have different symptoms. And at first, like, this would be like a reoccurrent thing, like a cycle in a loop, and I would get out of it and then I'd get back in it, but I never really would pick up on the cues, try to like prevent it from happening as much as possible. So for me, sometimes the symptoms on my right foot, my bigger toe, it breaks out in this rash, and it's just like really itchy. And obviously for my mood, I can get a little bit more irritable or like snappy with the kids, and I tend to gravitate more towards like having more cravings, but also snacking a lot, which is one of the things that I really honed in on and stopped doing, was snacking, because every time that you snack, and for me anyways, my blood sugar, my insulin, my ghrelin hormone, everything that would signal throughout the day like, okay, I'm snacking around 11, and then every day I ended up wanting to snack around 11, and I just felt like blood sugar was all over the place. And then I would have symptoms of like low blood sugar, like I needed to snack, and I really want to prevent insulin resistance. So I'll do my apple cider vinegar and things to regulate my blood sugar, but also to not snack throughout the day. Really helped with my cortisol levels. For me, it just was not good for me to be snacking, but to give my body 3-4 hour rest time in between. Now sometimes, like, yes, I will like have like a little snack, but I'm not just like snacking in the morning and then afternoon and then the evening. And then another thing I noticed is that I'll gravitate more towards having like a third cup of coffee, and then when that starts to happen, I'm like, okay. Another thing that I tend to gravitate towards is always trying to have noise or something to distract me. Like I'll have a podcast in or YouTube, and I'll be on my phone, and I'll try to just like muffle the noise of the dysregulation. While it's okay to like, I do watch YouTube videos and listen to podcasts, but if it's like always needing to fill the void and the noise, then that's kind of like an indicator to me, like I'm going more in towards avoidance. Obviously negative thoughts. Usually coffee at that point makes me tired. It doesn't give me energy. Yawning a lot, even though maybe you had a good sleep. Labored breathing, you find yourself having short breaths, or maybe like holding your breath and not realizing it, and then taking a big deep breath, or not being able to take a deep breath. I work more at a fast pace, like always on the move, like just feeling rushed. Like if the kids are doing something, I'm like, come on, let's go. And I'm like,
why am I rushing when we're out in the sandbox, you know? Also tighten muscles. You don't know it, but subconsciously your muscles get really tense inside and like you clench certain body parts. Sometimes you can like clench your jaw. So I have to really remember to like release my jaw. But yeah, those are the things that kind of are cues for me to do if I start to get dysregulated. Maybe I can share some tips with you in this video to help what I do to re-regulate. Obviously my morning routine is very important. It's something that helps re-regulate me, but just with like our assembly and then the kids getting sick and then me having my cycle, and then it was just like the perfect storm. Yeah, I just needed to take a little time to you know, rest, reevaluate, re-regulate. And also something during that time that I had to do was accept my limitations. And I know that in the past, like I would just push myself and not really honor and respect and humble myself and recognize like I have limitations. And sometimes that's really frustrating, especially like when your body has limitations and your mind doesn't, and you just want to like push past those boundaries. But I've learned over the time that you will suffer and reap the consequences of that, and it's not worth the side effects. So just as much as it depends on you, give yourself that time to rest. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any other updates. I was able to do my 3-day fast. Well, I did a first 24-hour fast and then I did a 2-day fast. So I ended up breaking it because if at any point in my fasting where I feel like it's not benefiting like my family, or if I'm becoming more irritable because you are on a lack of food, I will break it because it's just not worth that. So I did find myself, because I was still trying to re-regulate, maybe I should have just pushed off my fast a little bit farther out. So I'm going to link below a few mom podcasts and YouTube video channels that I really enjoy that help me get me in the right mindset, right mom set, to help give me a fresh perspective of when I am going through a difficult time or a stressful season, that they always help give me that encouragement and motivation and insight that I need. And in those times, one of the things that I like to do is to, like, say I'm making a cup of coffee, or I just yesterday actually I ended up getting my hair done. As you ladies know, I'm trying to like nourish and take care of my hair and grow it, so I went a little dark and tried to get back to my natural hair color, and the goal of getting like really baby subtle highlights for the summertime. So that's what I did there, and I really like them. But that really helped aid in my nervous system. And one of the things that I like to say in times when I'm doing something for myself, no matter how small it is, I say this moment is mine. And that really just helps me, like, because you sometimes, depending on what season you're in, there's far and few in between moments that are yours, but it's a signal to your brain and to your mind and to your heart and to your soul that this moment is mine. And then maybe as soon as you say that, you open your eyes and a kid is screaming. But you had that moment, and I think it's just important that no matter how small it is, that we give ourselves and comfort ourselves and to with that security, so our body and mind feel safe, and that we are having those little moments that we can like cherish and save. Say I get the kids all set up with like something to play with, and I step outside, I breathe the fresh air, I look out and I just have the sunshine on my face. I'm having like a nice cold iced drink, and I just close my eyes and you just say, this moment is mine. And also I had mentioned that I was trying to spend more quality time with my son and just help him regulate too. And that's the thing, it's like I'm the heart of the home, I'm the central nervous system of the home. And yes, there can be something said about like if mom's happy, everybody's happy, but in the same sense, like it goes deeper than that. If I'm dysregulated, my kids are gonna experience dysregulation. I've noticed like Josiah, even like if I get out of bed, or he's very in tune and very aware with my emotions and what I'm experiencing. And while I don't want to hide anything from him, if I'm sad or if I'm like tearing up or crying, like if you exhibit sadness or anger or anything like that, to help them to understand like these are normal, natural emotions, and not to suppress them, but learn how to navigate them, and when we're angry, like what we can do, and really like release things like let's jump up and down, let's do some jumping jacks, or let's have a dance party, or just try to redirect that energy into something positive. Not change his behavior, but to change his heart, and to learn to teach him how to want to do these things, to learn to love the results of doing these things. And it's the same with God. Like he doesn't, we have free will. He doesn't force us. He doesn't make us feel guilty. He doesn't say you should do this or you know better. I want to encourage them. So there's so many lessons that I'm learning. Josiah is definitely my mirror. And the other day I was on a walk, and lately he's been asking like a lot of why, but why? And I'll explain to him and then he'll just be like, but why? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I was telling God, I was like, I'm never gonna ask you why again, because if this is how you feel, because how often, if you know we're reading something or we have a conviction or our conscience pricks us and we feel like he asks us to do something that doesn't make sense or that we really don't want to do, and we're like asking but why, or why does it have to be like this? And just to know, like, above all, God values obedience. And isn't it true as like moms and parents, like we value when our children are obedient, not because they should be, but because we know that what we're telling them to do is in the best interest, and maybe we don't have time to explain at that moment. And it's okay to explain yourself. It's just the point, like obedience is so important to God and for children because it means your life. And yeah, that's something that I'm working on too now, is like not always asking why or grumbling or having like that discontentment spirit. And that's what I've been fighting against too, and just practicing gratitude. All these things contribute to dysregulation or regulation. Yeah, it's just something that I had to do to reset, and obviously now I can share it with you, and hopefully you can benefit in that way. And these are just tools in my toolbox that I have just been collecting over the years as a mom. Another thing I'm doing to aid and regulate this for my children is that instead of like having screen time, I usually did like in the morning I'll let him watch a show, and then in the evening I'll let him watch a show. But I knew that that wasn't benefiting him, that he often liked to watch like stimulating little kids YouTube videos. I've cut it back to like 1 or 2 times a week, and that's been really good. And that's not to say that that is like the standard or whatever. I just know for me in my household, like it was important for me to look at all aspects of how we can come back to, because you know you slip into bad habits, and you're like just with anything, like maybe buying a little bit too much, or snacking too much, or watching too much TV. Like it's easy to slip up on these things, so it's always important to have like maybe a reevaluation each month, just to see like what can we, you know, improve on, what can we take away. So yeah, that's been really good. So we've just been getting out a lot more and going on walks. I put my treadmill back in the room. Now that it's nice out, we can go on a lot more walks. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, so I hope you find some homemaking motivation and you get inspired as homemakers and you enjoyed today's video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of Bible study, and we will get on with the rest of the day.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back, while I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means.
Alright ladies, so what I usually have in the mornings is my egg white pancake, and then I'll have one of my oatmeal cookies. I've talked about these before, but I get them at my local market, and I've tried to recreate them many times, but they actually did give me the recipe. The reason why they don't turn out the way that they do here is because they have a convection oven, and that makes all the difference. So as a little splurge, a treat, I'll get these, stock up on these for the week, and I usually have 2 a day. They're like 150 calories each, so the ones that I make at home, they ended up being like 250 calories a piece. So yeah, so I'll have one with my breakfast, and then later on when I have my second cup of coffee, I'll have
Sometimes I understand.
So for this egg white pancake, what I do is I do a cup of egg whites, and that's 26 grams of protein right there, and I'll add vanilla extract into it, and then a teaspoon of maple syrup on top, which is like 20 calories. So altogether it's like 140 calories for 30 grams of protein, and it's like a little sweet pancake but made out of egg whites. So I just wanted to share that because it was like a nice quick breakfast idea, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, now I know.
Alright ladies, I am getting ready to take my supplements. I just had my breakfast, and I'm going to start off with these. These are the Gym Bites, and they are like a nutrient dense packed bite. It has all your essential vitamins, minerals, it has adaptogens, and I really want to condense the supplements I take. So at this point I only take about 3 or 4. I'll have my Mary Ruth's multivitamin along with my Gym Bites. Over the years, learning about health and wellness and supplements and nutrition, I find that less is more. While supplements can definitely aid in helping like a certain condition that you're trying to focus on naturally. So yeah, that is what I take, and then I'll give the kids their multivitamin. They really like this. Super clean ingredients, no dyes. Guys, do you want your vitamins? It looks pretty overcast. It looks like it might storm, so maybe we can get in a walk before then. Other than that, maybe I'll just do like a strength training workout. We'll see. I'm gonna head in there and spend a little quality time with the kids, and then we'll move on to our next activity.
Think I'm the problem, that I was way too sensitive.
I also give my son these probiotics for kids because he has been on antibiotics multiple times in his life. It's just really good to give him a pre and probiotic, which he actually eats the Gym Bites as well. And I forgot to mention that they are a pre and probiotic as well. So just another reason why I really enjoy taking them every day. And here I'm just doing a HIIT strength workout, and we'll move on and getting ready for the day.
Just for a while, some way we will be fine, safe place, just you and I, always. I will wait for us to collide. I'll wait.
I've been trying this new lip stain. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the brand, but I think it's pretty interesting. It's just fun to play around with makeup, and it's like a peel off. You can do it as like a lip liner, but also just a full-on lip color, and it's pretty interesting. It lasts pretty much all day. You just have to wait a little bit to drink or eat anything right after peeling it off, and they have buy one get one free, so I'll link it below if you ladies are interested. So on this day, after I put my daughter down for a nap, I myself lay down while Josiah played with his dinosaurs in the living room.
Alright ladies, I have just been organizing the things that I need for the car, and I thought I would show you like things that I keep in my car as a mom, especially just to have on hand. I just put together our bag. It's a change of clothes for the kids, their floaties, like sunscreen in there. Also keep some kids' earache relief just in case like they get some water in their ears just to prevent ear infections, an umbrella. This fan is really nice to have during the summertime when the kids get too hot. I like to have my lunch box with some drinks and snacks just to keep cool. And then I have my little caddy here that I put diapers and wipes in, and then I'll add some little suckers. Suckers really come in handy when you're grocery shopping and you want the kids to be distracted, so I always have those on hand. And then I found these Kodak bars. They're like high protein bars and pretty good ingredients. I was really impressed with them, so I stocked up on those. So I'm going to put a couple of those in the car, and then just some mixed nuts for me, just in case like I get a little bit hangry. And then I always have my Aldi's grocery reusable bags. So something for our summer adventures, I'd like to keep a cooler in the car, but I wanted to bring it in because next week we're gonna have our convention, so we had to pack food and everything. But for things for safety, these are like the electric charge for the car. I'll link any of this below that you are interested in, but I think it's pretty important to have. Like I said, especially if you have kids in the car and you're traveling. This is something that is like an air pump for the tires, just in case you get a flat tire. At one point we got 4 flat tires in a month spanned out, so this was really nice and handy to have. And then this is kind of like a backup of like an electric charger for your phone, but it's like a nice little flashlight as well, just in case like you get broke down in the dark. Be prepared for in case of like an emergency. So yeah, that is all of what I keep in my car. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff together and we're gonna head out. All right, ladies, we are back from town and I'm getting ready to kind of prep for the evening time routine. I'm gonna do laundry, dishes, and then I'm gonna sweep. And during this time, I like to either listen to a podcast or watch a YouTube video, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and mark off laundry, dishes, we did our workout. If the weather holds out, I'm hoping to go on a little walk with the kids, so we'll probably do that. Sometimes if depending on like if we have something going on in the morning time, then we'll hold off for our evening walk. So maybe once I get the chores done, we'll go for a nice walk and then come back and start dinner. So let me hop on some earbuds and a YouTube video and get started.
So after much research, I found the best solution for avoiding forever chemicals. I feel like you could get the best of the best non-stick pans, and over the years they just turn to rubbish. So stainless steel are the best on the market in my opinion. They are the easiest to clean. They are non-stick if you know how to cook in them properly, and it just takes a little bit of trial and error, and I'm telling you, they're going to be the best pots and pans you've had in your life.
My husband got me a new sweeper and pots and pans, but I just wanted to show you. The Shark is my favorite. I think it's specifically for pets, so it has a really good suction on it. I forgot to put on my ring after I did the dishes, but that's okay because yesterday when I went for a walk, it said that I burned like almost 700 calories. That's amazing. These hills are killer, and some of them are like 90 degrees, but with the weighted vest and the kids and the stroller all together, it's like 75 pounds. So I'm building muscle, working on my glutes and just like overall building like cardiovascular health. So it's really good. And the calories, like this morning my ring said for my HIIT cardio, well, I did weights too, for about 35 minutes, and it said I burned 200 calories. So I don't know how accurate that ring is, but usually takes about an hour. So yeah, we're gonna head back, take a quick shower, and then start dinner. I'm having myself a little bowl of cereal. I discovered these the other day. Super clean ingredients, 13 grams of protein per cup, 0 grams of sugar. I think it's sweetened with monk fruit, and the kids love them. And then I'm gonna
use my protein milk, and it's 13 grams of protein per cup is 26 grams of protein in a bowl of cereal. So that's going to be my little snack for before bedtime. Good morning, ladies. So it's a new day and I'm just trying to wake up. It's actually a little chilly this morning despite the sunshine. So I was going to take the kids to the splash pad, but I'm not for sure. We'll see if it warms up, but I might take our morning walk, and then I just have to do a bit of chores around the house. I need to change the sheets. But yeah, I just wanted to continue the vlog for you ladies, and hopefully you are enjoying it. I stepped out here just to get a little bit of quiet time to say good morning. So I put in a hair oil treatment last night because I had recently got my hair done. I just want to make sure that it's like staying nourished and hydrated. So I use this Berber oil. It seems to be really good, and it helps like thicken your hair if you have like fine thin hair. I was trying to think if I want to wash my hair today, but if I end up doing a workout, then I probably will, just because it'll be all sweaty. So we'll see. But if not, I'll probably just leave this in and have like oiled hair for the day. But yeah, I'm going to go make myself a second cup of coffee, go do my makeup and get dressed for the day. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I forgot to show you yesterday, but my husband ended up finishing the job. But yeah, you can tell they come out pretty clean. I just feel like stainless steel is just gonna stand the test of time. So
The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my...
Alright ladies, I'm going to make some oatmeal for the kids. I discovered these the other day, and I just wanted to share with you if you have little ones, or even if you need something like on the go, like a quick breakfast. It has 10 grams of protein. They come in these little pouches, and I'm just going to cook them stovetop for the kids, but they have shelled hemp seeds, whole grain rolled oats, brown sugar, flaxseed, maple flake, cinnamon, and salt. So yeah, I just wanted to share those. I'm going to make those for breakfast for the kids, and then get dressed for the day.
It's green color.
Yeah, it's green dinosaur oatmeal.
Yeah. Mama.
Putting our life in boxes, erasing the memories so you won't know.
Alright ladies, we are all dressed and ready to go. This is today's outfit. Super cute and casual. We're gonna go take a walk by the river, get some sunshine. I just feel a little bit overstimulated this morning. I feel like my nervous system is still trying to recover. It really does help when I take a walk, and I wanted more of like a relaxed pacing walk, not something like sweating on our road, walking up torrential hills. So we're just gonna go take a walk. Maybe when I get back I can show you a few like outfit ideas that I have planned for our upcoming Bible Discourse 3-day convention. So yeah, I have my water. I'm gonna stay hydrated and get some sunshine. So let's just go ahead and head out. Good morning ladies, it is a new day and I just put my daughter down for her nap. I made myself a cup of coffee, and I wanted to come back here and paint my nails and try on a few like dresses for you, and I have some shoes laid out here, and do like a little outfit try on for our event coming up. I found this nail polish at Walmart, and it's from Essie, and it's in the shade Eternal Optimism, and I thought it was like a really pretty blush pink color, so I'm gonna do that, and maybe I'll put on like a show in the background. Lately I've been watching, it's called Blue Ribbon Baking Championship on Netflix, and that's just been like really nice to relax in the evening time, so maybe I'll just put that on in the background. But yeah, I just wanted to come back here and do a little pampering and do a little try on haul for you ladies, and let me know which outfit is your favorite. I haven't yet tried on two of them. I found these two at Goodwill the other day, and then this one I found at Marshall's. I hear the oven going off, so I'm gonna go get the cookies out of the oven, and then we'll come back, and first I'll do my nails, let that dry, and then we'll try on some outfits.
We will do it. We will do it.
All right, ladies, here is the first dress. Very long floral pattern. It's very beautiful and elegant. I like that it's kind of like square cut here, but now is the tough part in trying to find which shoe to wear with it. So I found these at Walmart. I think they were only like $20. This is the next pair. I found these at Aldi's like last year, and I will try to link them below. They kind of match. Another pair are these from Cosy Island. These are absolutely gorgeous, very elegant, sophisticated. I think they would pair really nicely with this outfit. So yeah, and the last ones are also from Cosy Island. They're like a nice nude, like a square block heel. So, oh my goodness. Okay, all right, we're gonna try these all on and we'll see which one looks better. All right, so this is the second one. It's a nice like mauve pinky blush color. It's long as well. I instantly gravitated towards the floral. I have that like nice mauve color as well, so I think this is gonna be outfit number 2. I think it's nice to have like a simplistic dress or pattern. That way you can like let the accessories like the purse or the cardigan or the shoes or the jewelry be the things that give that a little extra like pop. I think a lot of the times less is more. It's okay if you like gravitate towards, I used to just wear like neon pink hoodies or something, but I feel like more neutral, but also you want to find what goes good with like your skin tone and your eye color and your hair color. So yeah, I think this color suits me very nicely. So that is outfit number 2, and let's go ahead and change. Number 3, I'm sweating. All right, ladies, so this is outfit number 3, although it did shrink in the wash, so that's unfortunate. So it's a little bit shorter than I would like. I think it might be a little bit too short, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll probably end up wearing like my other floral dress that I showed on Amazon. I think it would be like a nice date night dress just to be nice and cozy and maybe wear on vacation or something. I think it has pockets. Does it have pockets? Oh my gosh, it has pockets. Okay. Pair really nicely with them as well. So we shall see. All right, so this is the one I was talking about. It's nice, beautiful floral. I think it's very beautiful and elegant and comfortable. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little try on haul. I'll try to link below the dresses if I can find them. And yeah, I'm just gonna get changed into comfy clothes, and then when Sissy wakes up, we'll go for a little walk and just chill and relax the rest of the day, and maybe I can try to film and edit this video. So I hope you ladies enjoyed today's video and you found some homemaking motivation and you got inspired as homemakers, and I hope to see you all in my next video. All right.